Say man, hey man, tell a friend to tell a friend that Boostedfit is in. And today we will be starting this dumbbell leg workout off with some goblet squats. I want you guys to do 3 sets of 10 reps, but if you can't do the full 10, I understand. Do what you can do, but give me those 3 sets. And the goblet squats are a great exercise to focus on those quads and the glutes. So ladies, if you are trying to build bigger glutes or a bigger butt, booty, whatever you want to call it, then do the goblet squats, man. It's a great exercise. And I want you guys to hold the dumbbell right under your chin about chest level, tuck your elbows, keep your core tight, and squat down. Don't lean too far forward, don't lean too far backwards, okay? And the sumo squat is the next exercise, which is great as well because the sumo squat does give you your bang for your buck. When you're talking about working a lot of muscles in your lower body, the sumo squat will give you that, okay? I'm talking about the quads, the hamstring, the glutes, the inner thighs, the calves, and hip flexors. You can work all of those muscles by doing the sumo squat, man. It's a great exercise. And if you don't have a dumbbell, you can use a kettlebell to do the sumo squats, okay? Always remember to try and keep your back straight. We don't want you guys to hurt your lower back by rounding your back. A lot of people like to round their back when they're doing certain exercises. And the next exercise on the list is the stiff leg deadlift. At least that's what I like to call it. Some people say straight leg deadlift, but the stiff leg deadlift is a strength training exercise that changes the form of the conventional deadlift. The stiff leg deadlift engages your posterior chain, a group of muscles on your backside that includes the glutes, the calf, the lats, and the hamstring. Some people use 2 dumbbells, but I'm using 1. You can use 2 if you want to. Stand up straight with a slight bend in your knees with your feet around shoulder width apart, and that will be your starting position. Keep your back straight as possible and bend over at the waist, lowering the dumbbell or dumbbells over the tops of your feet. Your knees should be kept in the stationary position during this movement. Focus on the stretch in your hamstrings and continue to lower the dumbbell or dumbbells as far as your hamstring will let you, okay? It shouldn't be uncomfortable because if it is uncomfortable, that means you went too far. So don't overstretch your hamstrings. Make sure you go as far as your body will let you go. I can't even lie. This next exercise, which is the goblet split squat, was really hard, man, if you elevate your feet, okay? I did a couple of sets with a flat surface, and I did a couple of sets with my foot elevated, and the one with your foot elevated is the hardest, man. Just think about it. You're gonna mimic the goblet squat, and you're gonna mimic the split squat. So that's hard in itself, trying to hold the dumbbell up in the goblet squat position, which you have to keep your core tight, tuck your elbows, and hold it right at your chest. And then you have to go into a split squat that will really put the emphasis on your quads, and that's what we really want. And I want you guys to do 3 sets of 5 reps on each leg. I think I did like 6 reps or whatever, but man, this was a hard exercise to do. So don't worry about putting anything under your foot. Just go ahead and do it on a flat surface. Next up, we have the dumbbell line hamstring curls. And a lot of these exercises are great for when you don't have gym equipment. If you have just a dumbbell and a mat or whatever, you can do this exercise outside right here. But the hardest thing about this exercise is that you have to pick the dumbbell up with your feet. If you have somebody to hand you the dumbbell, that will make it easier. But if you have to grab the dumbbell with your feet, it's going to make it a lot harder, okay? But the curls alone are even hard too, because just think about it. You can't use any momentum. You have to really pick the dumbbell up with your feet, and you have to activate those hamstrings to curl the dumbbell up. As you guys can see, this is another angle, and you may want to practice this with some lightweight first, and then you want to slowly increase the weight. But I don't want you guys to go too heavy on this because you're really going to tax your hamstring with this. I think this is actually better than the machine, man, because this is some real isolation right here, okay? The only thing about the machine is that, you know, you're laying down and you get to hold on something or whatever. You can't hold on anything right here, okay? The ground is flat, so I can't grab the ground. I can't grab on anything that's in front of me, so you really have to wake those hamstrings up, okay? Next up, we have the dumbbell side lunge, and I would actually call this a goblet dumbbell side lunge because you are still holding the dumbbell in a goblet position. And I want you guys to do 3 sets of 5 reps on each leg, okay? And the dumbbell side lunge does work your quads and also involve the abs, the glutes, and the hip flexor along with your hamstrings. So you really get your bang for your buck with this exercise. But the only thing about it is that you have to keep your core tight. So that will make it a hard exercise in my opinion. So if you are a beginner, you probably want to practice this without weight. You know, just do a regular side lunge with no dumbbell. And then that way you will get used to it, so you won't be going out there trying to pick up a heavy dumbbell and do a side lunge and hurt yourself. This next exercise is one of my favorites, man. I have grown to love the glute bridge, and I want you guys to do 3 sets of 10 reps. Me personally, I think I did like 3 sets of 20, man. I like to do high reps on the glute bridge, but I'm just giving you guys a number that you can start with. You know, you can do more if you want to, but the glute bridge have helped me out so much that I can speak to you guys about this with some experience. But well, I can speak to you guys about all the exercise with experience, but this one right here, if you are having lower back issues, do the glute bridge. I was doing glute bridges every day. I didn't have any weight. I wasn't, you know, doing a lot of heavy weight with the glute bridge. I'm doing it with the dumbbell now, but for me, I do glute bridges every single day with no weight. I just do body weight glute bridges, and that really helped my lower back. It made my glutes stronger, and it made my hamstrings stronger, okay? Throughout the years, I had a problem with my lower back. I pulled my hamstring a few times. So the glute bridge helped me out because my lower back was a little bit weak. So it was causing my hamstrings to overcompensate for having a weak lower back and the weak glutes too. So mainly the glutes are in the middle of everything, okay? You got your lower back, you got your glutes, and you got your hamstrings. So make those glutes stronger, and that will help out your lower back and your hamstring. Nothing will have to overcompensate to make up for those weak glutes or your weak lower back. And the last exercise is the finisher, man. We have the seated calf raise, and we are doing 3 sets of 20 reps. You can do 3 sets of 25 if you want to. The calves are small muscles, so it takes a lot of volume to make those calves grow. Don't worry about how your calves look, because a lot of it is genetics, okay? Some people are just born with big calves, some people are not. And some people just have to work day in and day out on their calves to build bigger calves. But you know, if you have small calves, don't worry about it, man. Just go in there and do what you can do. And you can't control your genetics, okay? You can only work on what you have. You can't change what your parents gave you or your grandparents or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But that was the workout, people. Make sure you like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you watch the video from the cards at the top, watch the video from the description. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see. Love those that love you. And I'm out of here like last year, y'all. Charge!